Hi, welcome. My name is John Liberatore from My Media Inc. Today we're going to talk about, can data have emotion? Well, what do you mean? Well, that's exactly what I thought when my client proposed the idea. And it was my client who's a corporate client, and this is a dashboard here of the basic layout that we're working on. And this was their idea, and so I can't take too much credit, but we're going to talk today about showing some emotion to a team of inside salespeople. But before I do that, let me kind of explain the layout and then the challenge. Well, let's start with the challenge. What they wanted to do was basically give their team real-time information, stats about how they're doing. And this, if you could imagine, is a sales floor with umpteen agents, and it's information that they want to see how they're doing, how they're monitoring the calls in queue that they have, the message marquee where they can actually, someone could put a message, a supervisor could put a message if they need to communicate with the floor about what's happening or some information to the team. They can do that. But more importantly, over here, and this is what really struck me as kind of interest here, rather than just putting numbers, how many calls dialed, how many orders they got, so on and so forth, what they thought was by putting some emojicons to show emotion of performance of how they're doing. You know, it's self-explanatory. A happy face means you're doing great. A kind of wondering or pensive face or emotion shows, well, not that great. And it's something about, you know, some social pressure going on the sales floor when you kind of get to see everybody's kind of score. But I think, moreover, what's also really important, and also some feedback they got from their agents, well, they also like to see how many calls they still need to do in order to reach their, you know, end quota at the end of the day. You know, so maybe you're engaged in a call and you're chit-chatty and developing that relationship, but maybe you just want to maybe get down to business a little bit more when you're 2 calls away and it's, you know, maybe there's only 15 minutes on the clock before the end of your shift. And so you may want to wrap that up, and so it gives you a way to really govern yourself when you're actually on there. And so if you could see this in real time, this is a useful tool. And I think this is what I think the client said it best, and what their overall goal was to do was they wanted to basically provide insights to the team. Insights that was actionable. So in this case, if they needed to roll up their sleeves, if they were behind and they needed to catch up and they really want to, you know, start dialing faster, start making more calls of what they needed to do, and also just get a sense of where the whole team was. And so I think that was brilliant. I think the more brilliant thing is about getting data to have emotion. Certainly something that I never thought of, but also, you know, as a data practitioner, of displaying data, I would love to hear from you guys some ideas of how we can make data and different ways of showing emotion or communicating that is much more compelling than just, say, graphs. I mean, we've all seen data dashboards that show graphs. That's all great. But how other ways can we show data? I would love to hear your ideas and perhaps engage with you and collaborate of some ideas, and love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.